Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Business of Blockchain. I'm Jane King at the New York Stock Exchange. This special episode focused on a blockchain use case is sponsored by Bitdeer. Today we're talking about fake news, a widespread problem of great concern, especially with the U.S. presidential election approaching. So what can we do about it? Our guest is Paul Brody, Principal and Global Blockchain Leader at Ernst & Young. Welcome, Paul. Great to see you again. So you built a blockchain-based tool to help the media fight fake news. Tell me about that.
So it's a very simple tool. It uses a type of math called hashing. And hashing is very clever because if you put information in to this little mathematical algorithm, it pops out a number. And if you change even one letter in any of that information, it turns out a number that's completely different. And so it makes it very easy to say, look at an original article, run it through this little hashing algorithm, look at the output and say, do those two match? And if you put the original output on a public blockchain that cannot be tampered with, then you have this permanent record of what the original article said, and you can go back and compare it at any time, and you can be certain that what you're reading is the original source information.
Okay.
I want to see blockchain and AI be used for good, right? They often get used for bad things. I want to see them be used for good. I want to see AI tools be used to help sort out and do things like puncture our bubbles, show us information that we wouldn't normally seek out. I want better and simpler tools in blockchain. I think we have still not created the perfect way to make fakes easily visible. So we're still working on it. I want to see these things continue to get better and better.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks for having me.
And that is it for this edition of the Business of Blockchain. The special episode focused on blockchain use cases was brought to you by Bitdeer. I'm Jane King at the New York Stock Exchange.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Vectorspace Biosciences specializes in harnessing language modeling, correlation, matrix data sets, and real-time updates to uncover hidden relationships within scientific data, particularly in the realm of space biosciences. Their technology enables the detection of implicit connections among various objects like genes, proteins, and biochemicals. And with me is the CEO, Kasian Franks, to talk about this fascinating company. I feel like it's like kind of new age, and what you're doing is so cutting edge. So let's talk about the company and how you've established this VSB Ventures, a ventures unit. Provide us with the details on that and what's behind that strategy.
Sure. So first, I'd like to mention that language models are the tip of the spear in AI today. This is one of our taglines, because most people have heard of large language models, but they're also small language models and ensembles of those. And when it comes to establishing connections or relationships between genes, drugs, diseases, proteins, biochemicals, phytochemicals, micronutrients, it's really about the hidden relationships that can be extracted, because that's where a scientist or a research institution or even a semiconductor company might make a discovery. So it's all about making, both trivial and novel discoveries. They lead to new innovations. And when it comes to space, it's very important to understand that there's a new space race happening right now. And there are also data centers being established in space to support this new space race. That includes building lunar bases on the moon. It includes even going to Mars and Europa. Now, when you look at space, you can also understand that there are trillion-dollar asteroids out there. There are quintillion-dollar asteroids out there.
In terms of the metals and things that they have?
Yeah, the rare earths. From all kinds of rare earth metals. And on the moon, there's helium-3. NASA just discovered a 700 quadrillion-dollar asteroid out there, and we'll be mining those, in the future.
That is mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's
okay.
And even today, China, being on the far side of the moon, just completed the world's first sample return from the far side of the moon. And on the moon, you've got, like I mentioned, helium-3, you've got hydrogen, and all kinds of things that we need to explore space, but also to generate revenue.
Okay, absolutely.
By the way, one more thing.
Fascinating.
Space includes the largest TAM, total addressable market, that will probably ever exist in in the history of humanity.
All right. Okay. How many launches do you expect to have per week when you're fully operational?
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3. But our goal, of course, is to maximize that, maybe even double that, depending on the launch providers, from the Mojave Air and Spaceport to Vandenberg, Houston, Cape Canaveral.
And then how much revenue will you get per launch, and who is paying for these launches? Pharmaceutical companies? Or?
Yeah,
okay.
Pharmaceutical companies and semiconductor companies.
Okay.
So, for example, NVIDIA, as mentioned, the other semis out there, most semis. But we're initially going to be focusing on the pharmaceutical companies, and the way we enter our market, our go-to market strategy, would be to contact all bioinformaticists and computational biologists. So for a company like Eli Lilly, they have thousands of bioinformatics people and scientists. And these are people that use a combination of hardware and software to analyze your multi-omics. Not only your genomics, your microbiomics, your epigenomics.
All of the omixes.
Yes, your transcriptomics, your inflammasome, and the list goes on.
Yeah. Do your portfolio companies have a crypto arm as well as an equity arm?
Yes. We value both arms, crypto and equity. That's really the only way to do it. Even though there's not a single VC, not a single investment banker today that understands how to create a valuation model for a company that has a crypto arm and an equity arm. For example, if your crypto arm is trading at, a modest 100 million in market cap and your equity arm is only worth 2.5 million, how do you actually create a valuation for that company? Nobody really knows how.
Yeah.
Do you give a discount on the market cap of the crypto? If your investor audience is more interested in the crypto and not the equity, there's that, or they're more interested in the equity and not so much the crypto. And we've been dealing with all kinds.
Uncharted waters for sure, and a lot of this stuff.
Just the way we like it.
Well, Kasian, thank you so much. Absolutely fascinating. Can't wait for our next conversation.
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
Waiting for it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Do not fear, Microbe Man is here. SGTM's Microbe Man is here to restore your soil and health. Healthy soil, healthy food, healthy people.
Performance Golf is an online platform that helps golfers get better faster. And with me is CEO Brixton Albert to explain exactly how this works. So let's just lay the groundwork. Tell me about Performance Golf, and then we'll dig into the details of the business.
Absolutely, and great to be here. So essentially, we have a platform that helps golfers get better faster at golf by giving the average golfer access to some of the best instructors in the world. Instructors that would be difficult to take lessons from. They're highly regarded. They're very difficult to get in front of and work with face-to-face. We have them on our platform to help golfers get better through our digital courses, our training aids, and actually some golf clubs and artificial intelligence we're creating to help golfers get better at this difficult, frustrating, but also fun game to play.
I know. It's addictive but frustrating. I know from people who golf a lot. So my husband being one of those.
Hardest game for sure.
So what makes Performance Golf different from some of the other online golfing platforms out there?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think when you look at the golf industry today, there's like YouTube, there's magazines, and it's often like pulling advice from all these different places. What our platform does is it guides golfers through a strategic journey to improve their game. So you come into our platform, you upload your swing, you figure out what you need to work on. So you're working on the right things. You come into our platform, you can enter your stats when you play. So if you had a bad day with putting, our platform can say, hey, we saw your putting was a little off today. Check out these videos to learn from one of the best putting teachers in the world. So our platform is about guiding golfers through a strategic journey to serve up the right information at the right time to help them get better faster, versus the golf industry has all this information where you have to piece it together. We make it more step-by-step and relevant to you.
Yeah, so I was going to say it sounds more tailored.
That's
to you and exactly
Yeah.
what you need to work on.
And it needs to be in golf, because if you don't work on the right things in golf's the
Yeah.
one game you can actually practice and get worse.
And get worse.
Yeah, which is frustrating.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Very frustrating.
So how is it for everybody, even beginners?
Yeah, like we
Okay.
really, like I would say we're not going after tour pros with our platform. They're often working with like teachers, in person. But our platform is really geared for beginner golfers to just the average, weekend golfer, golfer playing a few times a week that just wants to get better and enjoy the game.
How long does it take till they start to see improvement?
Yeah, that's another great question. So when you come into our platform, the solution that you would purchase, the first product, is really geared to fix your biggest pain point. So we want to get golfers that quick win. And that often knocks 3 to 5 shots off their handicap. If you can just fix your biggest issue in golf, that can make the game a lot more fun. But then once we fix that, it's like, okay, what's your second biggest challenge?
Okay.
And then that's where we help them in that step-by-step manner.
Yeah, interesting. How can somebody find out more about performance golf?
Performancegolf.com.
Okay.
You can also go to the App Store. You can have all of our videos right on your phone if you go to the App Store and type in Performance Golf. And we'd love to help you improve your game and enjoy the game
We're
more.
getting into the summer, so perfect time
Right
to
around the corner.
improve your golf game.
Yeah.
So, Brixton, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having me here. Yep.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Meneki is a new, fun meme coin that promotes Japanese culture and the community surrounding it. And with me is Ester, the press speaker, to talk about Meneki. So tell me about this. When did you start this meme coin?
We started Maneki back in April 2024 with the idea of creating a fun, engaging, and cultural cryptocurrency. It is inspired by the Maneki Neko, or lucky cat, and we mix this charm with the modern culture. We are building a global brand through animations, merchandise, sports, and more. Our mission is to spread positivity and share a bit of Japanese culture with the world.
Yeah, now we see the Meneki cats everywhere in New York, so I'm very familiar with them. Why did you choose to build this on the Solana blockchain?
We chose Solana because of its great community and the ecosystem. Solana makes it really easy for users to get started with crypto. Plus, the community is really active and vibrant, which fits with our project perfectly.
What do you believe are the most important factors for a meme coin to last in the long run and to grow? And how is Meneki addressing those factors?
That's a really great question. For a meme coin to succeed in long term, you need a strong community, innovative marketing, and unique cultural appeal, which Meneki excels in all these three. Our community drives in engagement and positivity. We have innovative marketing that includes high-profile sponsorship partnerships and creative campaigns to keep us visible. And our blend of the Maneki Neko with modern culture, modern trends, it seems to be really resonating with the global audience.
And what are your upcoming plans?
We plan to sponsor top athletes, appear in your favorite retail store, even on the bus where you ride to work, and even on the top of the stadium where you watch your favorite team to play. Soon, Maneki will be everywhere.
Okay, we'll look for it here in New York. Thank you so much.
Of course. Nice meeting you. Bye.
Do not fear, Microbe Man is here. SGTM's Microbe Man is here to restore your soil and health. Healthy soil, healthy food, healthy people.
The Sustainable Green Team is a company that is leading the way in revolutionizing sustainability through the utilization of state-of-the-art technology. Their primary objective is to convert waste into valuable nutrients, thereby creating a positive impact on the planet. And they're also offering innovative solutions, and Sustainable Green Team actively assisting companies in achieving their climate sustainability targets as well. So with me, CEO Tony Raynor. Great to have you back here. And I guess just tell us about the recent increase you've had in executives and some of the management team.
Yeah, as you know, our company has really pivoted from mulch manufacturing into technology. And so we've really brought in some incredible talent to take on a global mission. It takes a really unique team. And so, you know, experts between financial, governance, sustainability. Yeah, we've really increased our horsepower.
So are they geographically all over the world? So that will help you. I know you've
actually, you're right. They are.
Dubai,
yeah,
so
we have some in the Middle East that really have great connections with government. And you know, that are stationed right into that region. So you know, we have a very diverse group, you know, from Australia to the Middle East and America. It's really good.
So what's kind of your goal with these people? Expansion, new markets?
Yeah, you know, really to take a team of experts and advisors to really work together with the leadership team to help steer the ship in the right direction, to be able to take the expertise that they have and the wealth of knowledge. And, you know, something my dad taught me when I was a young man is, you know, wisdom comes through a multitude of counsel. And so when you have a group of counsel of wise individuals that believe in your vision, you get to where you want to go, and you get there quicker, and a lot less error and mistake that can come.
Hang with the smart people,
That's
right?
it.
That's a good lesson,
That's exactly right.
So what can we expect to see from Sustainable Green Team in the next few months?
I would say you're going to see some serious momentum. Our company is gearing up all across the world, and we're seeing some great movement, and you're going to see some big things.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So tell us a little bit about the company. For people that haven't seen our interviews, this is what you're doing. I gave a little intro, but explain a little.
Yeah, we have a very disruptive technology that solves global issues from different facets. I mean, we know that the world has depleting soil issues, and we have a technology that turns waste into nutrients. And we do it in a way that is it's a paradigm shift. It's from the old methods of utilizing waste that would actually create more issues with climate, you know, gases being released. With our technology, we actually sequester carbon, and we are able to attack serious global issues from odors, disease, you know, global famines, food security. And so we have a revolutionary technology, and it's scalable, and it's pretty simple because we're taking what the world's waste issues are that are creating a problem, and we're utilizing them to solve the problem.
Okay, thank
Pretty
you so
cool.
much, Tony.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing Sekur, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Sekur at sekur.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Sekur Privacy and Security segment. This is the weekly hack. I'm Anna Berry, along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur. All right, so we've got another hack. It happens on the daily now, and it's Microsoft. They got hacked again. It has been going on for about 4 years by different Russian hackers, and they're getting into government agencies, universities. So Alain, talk a little bit about what's going on. I feel everyone I know has Microsoft. So what's the difference between Microsoft and the product that you talk about so much, and we get to talk about on the Weekly Hack, the Secure Suite? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so the hacking happened, this all dates back to 2020 when there were what we call the solar wind hacks. Microsoft also announced, I think in 21, that some of their source code has been stolen and compromised. This is critical because it's like the Coca-Cola formula. If you steal it, then you can make your own Coca-Cola, or you can spike the Coca-Cola of people. And that's kind of what's happening now. They've tried to fix it. And now the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, has rules as of this year in 2024, I believe it started, that mentioned that if you're a publicly listed company and you have had data compromised, you need to announce it. and declare it also in your financials and your reportings. And this is why I think a couple of months ago in April, we saw Microsoft executives admitting that they have had senior people hacked, government hacked, and so forth. This latest article that's on Bloomberg and everywhere now, and I saw another one about Texas institutions and universities that have been hacked. It's a huge thing because can you imagine how many people use Outlook? So
Everyone. It's the most
everyone.
common used. Yes.
All of the corporate world, the vast majority, they use Outlook. Some use G Suite. We hear a lot more right now about Microsoft because it is such a prominent company. And a lot of the government and big corporations use the Office 365 and the Outlook. So that's what's happening. Essentially, the issue is this. When you send an email to someone, it's basically an open postcard. There is no security. In fact, according to the Bloomberg article, the government told Microsoft in April that they don't have a culture of security, which is kind of shocking because we all think it's fairly secure. Now, we know that big tech data mines, and they also try to protect your data, but when you sell data everywhere, eventually it's going to leak. So I'm not an expert at what happened exactly at Microsoft. All I can say is that when you use any kind of these 2-3 large emails and you send an email outside, it's not protected. It's just a simple fact. We read every day about these. And what we have done at Secure Mail is essentially keeping your email in the secure server in Switzerland. So you, for example, Anna, if you're a client and I'm a mortgage broker and I'm going to send you paperwork to fill up with your, you're going to have to give me your tax return, your social, etc. I would do it using Secure Send, which essentially sends you an email in there, there's a description, there's a link for you to click. And when you click, you're immediately in our server in Switzerland. You can read the documentation, you can secure reply, you can upload your new form, all of that while the entire data stays only in the highly redundant, secure private server in Switzerland. And this works with secure and non-secure user. It's a really simple tool, and we offer it. You have to use webmail or our app, and that's how we protect against business email compromise, which essentially this was. This hack that Microsoft keeps talking about is many things, but business email compromise is when your emails are being intercepted and hacked and changed, stuff like that.
And BEC happens all the time. And so the Secure Send is a very simple and easy way to change over, but you also have for big corporations to migrate over to more of a secure suite for bigger corporations, because I know sometimes people work for a company and they have to use a Microsoft or a G Suite operation, and you have the secure suite.
Absolutely. So we have like 3 types of plans. You got the individual plan, and they all offer the Secure Send function. The business plan, which you can migrate your domain to us. And then on the enterprise plan, we have something called Secure Relay, which means that if you're a large corporation and you only want to migrate some of your senior staff to our platform and everybody else keep using whatever you were using, you can do that. It's an inbound relay system. And essentially now the secure platform will manage all your email, protect them. You'll have the Secure Send feature and other privacy and security feature. You'll be hosted in our servers in Switzerland, but nobody will know because you're keeping the same email. So that's an enterprise function we offer already. If you're a small business, you can migrate everything to us. I had a chat yesterday with somebody in the credit repair department. A lot of credit repair company, mortgage broker, and so forth are sending data back and forth. Their customers are sending social security number on public applications, sometime on Facebook and regular email and all that. So people are now more proactive about trying to protect their customers' data too. Because if you deal in the financial world or the legal world, you are liable for protecting your data and your customers' data. So if you're a small business, you have that feature. If you're a big company and you don't want to migrate everyone, you have a choice to migrate only some of the people and have everybody else using whatever you're using, most likely, Outlook or what have you.
Now, I know you have a promo code today. Does the promo code apply to anyone who signs up?
Absolutely. Promo code is privacy, and it gives you 15% for the next 5 years to all our solution. We also have a VPN. Our proprietary infrastructure guarantees that your web traffic is not monitored and not sold, only routes out of Switzerland, which is the only country, by the way, that has a privacy law that dictates that your IP address is your private property. I'm sure a lot of people understand that you can't tamper with private property, so we would never do that. And it's not our culture, our DNA. We want to protect your data. So privacy is a promo code. Go to sekur.com, learn about this stuff, go on our online support. We're happy to help.
There you go, Swiss hosted and Swiss privacy. Privacy has arrived with Sekur. Always great speaking with you, Alain.
Thanks, Anna, and thanks everyone for watching.